We are live. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Lindy's Treehouse. It's Thankful Thursday. I am so excited to be here that I'm going to sing Joy to the World. All the boys and girls. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me, you and me, you and me. What is going on, everybody? We are live. I crack myself up. I'm just watching myself on the screen here, and we're going to get that going. There I am. Hey, I got to sing that song. Every light in the house is on. Yes, wasn't that Alan Jackson? Right? Alan Jackson. Yeah, every light in the house is on, let me tell you. Even the light up here in my head is on tonight, which is highly unusual some days. You know what I mean? Some people say the light, I don't know, the light hasn't come on yet. We'll wait a few minutes. Woo! Welcome to Lindy's Treehouse. I'm Paramount USA, and I'm here every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and the notification bell, bing, bing, so you don't miss a show. All right. Don't miss a live stream, however you want to call it. It's all good. So I hope you all are having a great week. Come on in, chatters. We have Mr. Bill in the house, and Cowboy John is in the house. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for climbing up their treehouse, which means Bill H was the first one in the chat, which means that he is going to get the lazy boy chair, and y'all get the choice of the bean bags tonight. Yes. So enjoy. Pick out what other, I know I have all kinds of colors of bean bags up there. I've got the cooler, the refrigerator all filled up with all kinds of goodies. So help yourself. Yeah, this is Lindy's Treehouse. So when you come up the treehouse, you use your imagination, right? Just like when we were kids, we would climb up the treehouse or go in our little fort. Scooby-Doo's in the house and a munchkin. Yeah. Welcome. Who says yeah? There's somebody that says that. Maybe it's on a a show that I watch or whatever. But somebody says yeah. We are Scooby-Doo and Munchkin in the house. I love you, Munchkin. She's the best. And I love Thursdays because it's Thankful Thursday. And we're all thankful just to be here tonight. We're all thankful just for waking up every day, right? We're all thankful that we just get up out of bed and just walk and do things and see and everything. Well, I don't know about see. I said I'm getting blinder by the minute. You know what I'm saying? I got to go to the eye doctor next month for another checkup. So welcome, Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo's in the house. We're always happy to have him. And you can watch him on Friday nights on Scuba Vapes or hanging out with Scooby, whatever you want to call it. Yes. He's got an awesome show on Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We always have a really good time and all that stuff. So, yeah, I got my Joey Bear right here. You can see Joey Bear. He's my sponsor now. He sponsors me. Yeah, this is Joey because, Joey Logano, the story when Joey Logano autographed the cute little hoodie. So he's not my mascot because I have a different mascot every week, right? I started this little thing because with live streaming, you got to change it up. Because you got to keep people coming back, right? So, I want to keep y'all coming back because otherwise I'd be talking to myself. So, okay, you ready? This is my mascot. And his name is Bob Evans, the chicken. I mean, if you go to Bob Evans, you got to pick up a chicken You got to get you a chicken, a Bob Evans chicken. He's pretty cool. I just love him. He's really soft too. So he's my mascot of the night. And then what else did I go? Oh, when my sis and her hubby came up to see me. So we went to Bob Evans for brunch. And then afterwards, you know, Bob, if you've been at Bob Evans, they always have all that stuff out by the registers and everything. And they must have knew I was coming. So I adopted the chicken, and I also brought home a box of cinnamon rolls, which are so delicious, so delicious. I know everybody likes cinnamon rolls. So this is my little chick. Isn't he the cutest? I mean, seriously, his name's Bob Evans. I mean, why not, right? So it's all about having fun because life's too short, you know. Scuba says no Bob Evans in my state, but I have been there. Oh yeah, I got one. I can see the Bob Evans sign from my window here. I love it. Yeah, I love it. They have good food. They really have good food. So yeah, I'm always happy to have Bob Evans nearby, just right outside my window. At night, I can look and I can see Bob Evans, the light flashing, you know, the back of the store. I can see it flashing. But I was super excited to go there the other day when my sis and her hubby, when Judy, you know, my sis is Judy, and her hubby Bob, they came up to see my apartment, which was really nice. And we went out to dinner to, what is it? The Mexican restaurant, one of the Mexican restaurants up here. And it was really good. But I have to tell you a funny story what happened at the restaurant. It was really funny. So y'all know I don't drink, right? So we sit down, me and Judy and her hubby Bob. We all sit down and we order drinks. Well, you know I don't drink. So I asked for a mock margarita, right? And the little gal that was there, the little Hispanic gal that was there, she didn't quite understand, you know, why I didn't want the tequila in the, in my margarita. And so she went over and got the boss man, or I don't know who he was, or whatever, but he came up all huffy and everything. And he looks at Bob and he goes, "What? You don't like my tequila?" "What do you mean you don't like my tequila?" Oh, it was funny as heck. We were laughing. Like, no. And I'm trying to explain to him, you know, no, I don't drink. You know, I said, I don't drink, so I don't want no tequila in my my margarita. I just like the taste, okay? Hi, sisters. Judy's in the house. And Cowboy John says 1 week till fly for Gage. Yes. And so anyway, so my sister's like just kidding around, right? She said, all right, well, if she doesn't want the tequila, just give it to me, you know. Oh, I do that. She said, no, I'm just kidding. No, I'll do that. So he goes, I'm so sorry. I'll take care of it. So he leaves and he comes back the waitress comes back with 2 glasses of my mock margarita. And hi, Kimmy, my sister-in-law. Kimmy's in the house. Hi, Kimmy. Love you bunches. You too, sisters. So so the waitress brought over 2 glasses of my mock margaritas, and people in the restaurant probably thought I was a drunk or something, you know. And then brought that shot of tequila, which my sister, she didn't drink it, but it was pretty funny. The guy was so mad. He really thought, you know, you don't like my tequila? Yeah, Judy said tequila, baby. Yes, everybody say hi to everybody. Everybody say hi. I'm having a good time here tonight. So I'm going to write down we got Kim in the house, my beautiful sister-in-law Kimmy is in the house tonight. And my, going to drop the chicken. And my sis Judy is in the house. So I'm writing everybody down in my fancy wancy book. Yes. So if you're all just joining, welcome everybody. Welcome. We already got Bill H in the house, Cowboy John, Scooby Doo, Munchkin, Kimmy, and my sis Judy. So yeah, we really had a fun dinner though. It was fun. The food was good. The company was good. Lots of laughs, you know. I told him we should have made a t-shirt out of that, right? You don't like my tequila? So, hi, Will Fly. Will Fly's in the house, too. Yes, then I named the chicken. His name is Bob Evans. That's the name of my chicken. Judy said, did you name the chicken? Yes, his name is Bob Evans. I mean, and I'm telling you what, if I go back there again, maybe I'll go there and just have lunch, you know, me, myself, and I, whatever, go up there. I'm sure I'll bring home another little mascot because now I'm obsessed with these. And they have a lot of them right at the counter. These are, and they're only like $5. Super cute. So, yes. So this is Bob Evans. Mm-hmm. Yes. So we have Bob Evans, and then we have Joey, my sponsor here from Home Depot. And he's hanging out. He hangs out with me every week now. And speaking of Home Depot, I was going through my box of supplies and stuff because if anybody out there doesn't know, I retired from Home Depot in 2020. So I worked there almost 33 years for that company. And Judy said, and I bought 4 huge cinnamon buns. Yes, I haven't even started on the second one yet because I eat like a half a cinnamon bun every day. Just put it in the microwave, warm it up. But then today when I went down to get my mail, when I went to get my mail, I walked to the community room there or whatever, and there was donuts. There was donuts that and little baggies and stuff that they dropped off. I guess Salvation Army or somebody drops off goodies every week. So winter chicken dinner. So these donuts are huge, and I'm not a big donut eater, but I thought, heck, it's free, right? So I got my donuts. I got some pastries. So they're more the donuts, and then there's other ones, more of apple. It's apple filling pastry. But I love that smell. It smells just like walking in a bakery. When I smell the bag, I'm like, oh, it smells so good. So, so I brought that up today to have with my breakfast tomorrow. So cool. So cool. Scuba says, Bob Chicka Wow Wow. I love that. Scooby says, 4th day of diet. Don't tempt me with donuts. Good job. Good job, Scooby. You can do it. You can do it. So as I'm holding my tape measure, if you see really close, when I first started with this is when I was like in the Home Depot, maybe like 5 years. I had only been working there 5 years or something like that. And I think it was like when you're a new cashier or when you first got hired and stuff, they would give us each our own tape measure. And this thing's heavy. And you see it has my name on it too. It says Linda. Now, how many people save tape measures, right? But it's still, look at this thing. It still works. I mean, and it doesn't take my hand off, see? And then you can just press it. Look at that. And it still closes up. Whoa. Check that out. All my former Home Depot peeps. Cooking Camp, what is going on? Welcome. Everybody say hi to Cooking Camp. He was in Shaney's. He was at Shaney's chat the other night. Not this past Tuesday, the Tuesday before that, because Shaney didn't have a show this past weekend. So I'm going to put you on my chatter list. It's my chatter list, yes. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I'm so excited to have everybody here tonight. I got so much to talk about tonight, too. Life's been good. Life's been really good to me. And I can't complain. I've got my cowgirl pillow, which I actually love for my, I had to do, when you have your show on the couch, sitting on the couch, you have to do like a staging. So I do my own staging. Do you like it this way? I like it. I like sitting on the couch. My famous chair, Scooby-Doo, my famous desk chair, the one that Miss Molly, she's sleeping behind me. I don't know if you can see her. There she is. She's sleeping. She's just chilling with me, chilling like a villain. That beautiful desk chair I had that Miss Molly destroyed. I actually gave it to my son Ryan's friend, who also works with Ryan, and to put in their shop because his friend does a lot of the bookkeeping, and he really needed a comfortable desk chair. So I'm glad it's going to get used because Ryan bought me that desk chair in 2022, right? Y'all remember? When I first got my desk chair and everybody was happy that I wasn't sitting in a card table chair, as you call it. Do they still call it card table chairs? I don't know. Anyway, I call it card table chair. And so he came by the other day and I went to my son Ryan's house. Chris came by the other day, Ryan's friend, and we went over to Ryan's house because Chris is feeding the kitties because Ryan and Leslie will be home on Saturday from their vacation. They really had a good time. And what's I going to say? So when Chris came back to the apartment, I said, "Here, take the chair." So there you go. So everybody's happy. It's going to get a lot of use because there was nothing wrong with it, right? Just the back was tore up to shreds. But I couldn't stand it because every time Molly wanted my attention, she'd go and scratch on the back of that desk chair, and all these little pieces of leather would fall off on the floor, and she'd want to eat it, or she was tearing her nails up, So there you go. End of story. Thought I'd share that with you. So welcome to Lindy's Treehouse on Paramount USA, and I'm here every Thursday night, 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you subscribe. Thank you all the subscribers out there. My subscriber list is getting big. I'm pretty excited. John's Cowboy said had schnitzel potatoes, red cabbage, and brockshins for supper tonight. Ate way too much. Oh, man. You went above and beyond your cooking there, Cowboy. That's a cowboy dinner if I ever heard one. Good job there. I love that. Seeing how from somebody that never cooks, I have yet to use my stove yet. I know. Everybody says, you need to start cooking stuff. You can't live on tater tots. I said, I know. I will, though. I will. I will cook. I'll probably make something in the oven, like I said. I'll make cookies or cinnamon rolls or something in the oven. Because like I said, I don't really cook, and my air fryer is so handy dandy. I can cook anything in there. So, so welcome. We're going to get started on the show since we have everybody chilling like villains. Climb up in that tree house, and we'll get started here. Let's see. I got all my notes. Okay. So it is Thankful Thursday. So I'm going to read Thankful Thursday. I always start my quotes, right? My little quotes. So Thankful Thursday. Welcome. Grab your favorite cozy spot, your favorite drink, and join us up here in the treetops, where the vibes are always positive and the chats are fun, and gratitude is the name of the game. That's right. Gratitude. Thank you very much. Yes. You can all put thank you in the comments if you want. Just put thank you. I am so thankful for each and every one of you who shows up and hangs out shares the laughs, stories, and good energy. What are you feeling grateful for? Put in the chat. What are you feeling grateful for? See, I put my notes over there. I'm getting good at this. I like sitting on this couch because I don't have everything spread out all over the place. Like when I was sitting at my desk, I just put it on the couch here, and then it's right here. And I'm getting my little system going. So everybody can put in what they're thankful for. I am thankful for all of you. I am. And I'm thankful for my watchers, my lurkers. Gosh, we had a good time last week when Robert stopped by, and I got him in the studio, right? Will Fly says, my little black wieners, of course. Yes, Will Fly. He's thankful for his little black wieners. Absolutely. I'm just thankful for all of you, and I'm thankful for Thankful Thursdays because it's good to be thankful, right? Yes. So real quick, before I forget, see, I make all my notes. These are all my cue cards. I make my own cue cards. Otherwise, I would be all over the place like normally. So I try to keep it real, try to keep it organized, and, get this live stream running smoothly like this and like this. Okay. So, hey, I just want to say Will Fly, Cowboy John, and Bill Herman had won socks in my spinny winny wheel of winny things, right? About a month ago. And I actually got to the post office. Hope you're all sitting down. I did get to the post office a couple days ago to have my mail done professionally. Okay, professionally. So thank goodness that I had this lovely mail person, look at my packages, and one of them I forgot to write down was a zip code. It happens, I was just laughing. I'm like, good Lord. Yeah. And then I wrote another one, and the zip code, I put too many numbers in the zip code, but maybe I was writing too fast, but I was so excited to get these packages out to you all. So I believe Saturday, Will Fly, Cowboy John, Bill Herman, you're going to get 2 packages because one is for Cowboy and one is for you. And then Will Fly, you're getting, and then yours is coming too. So put a yay in the comment. Okay. So I know that you heard me or whatever. So put a yay in the comment. John, Will Fly, Bill Herman, just put a yay. And then I know, okay, Will Fly said yay. Okay. Cool. All right. I like that. Okay. Yay. Okay. Who else? We got Will Fly, Mr. Bill, and then Cowboy John. Go yay. All right. So yeah. So you guys are getting your stuff, your socks. I think tonight, we'll do a spinny wheel, but I'm going to give away a paragliding talk sticker. That's what I think I'm going to give away. Robert sent home all the stickers and stuff. Remember last week, if y'all watched the show, Robert, my son, paraglidingtalk.com, stopped by the studio, and yes, I wrote that in my notes too. I thought it was March 5th through the 8th, Will Fly, because I wrote it in my notes. 5 for Gage. I thought it said March 5th through the 8th, and you put March 6th through the 9th. Okay, I was looking at, I may be wrong because I was looking at I just looked it up on Facebook. So those are the dates that I saw, but okay. So, and Bowling Green, Florida. Yes. Don't forget, 5 for Gage is coming up really fast. So anybody that's going there, please have a safe trip, okay? Anyway, what I was saying is, see how I get a squirrely? I look at the chat and then I get squirrely and I forget. So Robert sent a bunch of stickers with Ryan, my son Ryan, and which was a great idea since Ryan went to see his brother, right, in California. So Ryan's going to give me the box of stickers and stuff. when I see him next week, probably, because those two are going to need a rest. They did a lot. God bless them. They did a lot of traveling. So they're going to be tired. So I'm thinking tomorrow I might go to their house and hang out with the kiddies. So, because they miss mom and dad, they miss them. So sometimes I like to just go there and hang out. So let's read this real quick, because I always do my quotes. Okay. Take your chances. You will know when the time is right. When you are best equipped, the most experienced, or the most capable, you owe it to yourself to grasp the chance. Trust your instincts. Show the way. A leader is a man or woman can adapt principles to circumstances. So I put a man or woman because originally it said a leader is a man, okay? And I'm like, no, I'm telling you right now. See, me and Munchkin, she'd be like, yeah, then you say it. You tell him. See, Munchkin would be proud of me. A leader is a man or woman can adapt principles to circumstances. So, nanny, boo-boo, okay? So I did a little bit of editing here, and I changed it to a leader is a man or woman, not just a man. So there, I said it. You learned it from the best, me. Yes, Paramount USA. And you're probably wondering, all you listeners and lurkers and all that, how did you get the name Paramount USA? Well, my son Robert Michaels, you all know, from paraglidingtalk.com, right? And I guess 2022, 2023, I came up, I don't know if I came up with this name or Sean Simons came up with this name, but Paramount USA seemed to fit. So that's how I got Paramount USA. So, okay, Will Flies the Fly Brigade is March 5th through the 8th. So it's a very cool event for Scooby-Doo's son, who passed away from cancer. How many years ago was it, Will Fly, that his son had passed away from cancer? And this is the money and everything goes to a scholarship. So, Shane's son, yes, Shane's son, yes. Didn't I say Saint? I said Shane's son, didn't I? I hope I said it. Yeah, Shane's son. So guess what? I know it's Thankful Thursday, Scuba Babes. Jeez. I thought I said Shane. Didn't I say Shane? I can't even say that very fast. Shane. Yes, for Shane's son. Yes. I apologize if I said Sean's son. That's Shane's son. So you guys all get it. You should be used to me by now. You said Scooby-Doo, son? I did? What? I said Scooby-Doo, son? Oh my God. I'm losing it. See, you guys gotta watch me. You gotta watch me. Oh, I had an oops moment. Yeah, and Scuba's not even going, Will Fly said. Yeah, Scuba's not even going. I apologize. Okay, yes. If I said Scooby-Doo's. Well, there's so many S's. That's what it is, right? Shane, Sean, Scooby. There's all these S's. No wonder I get lost. Yeah, watch it back later. You'll see. Oh, no, I believe you. No, I believe you. I do. But maybe it's because there's so many S's or whatever. Sean, Shane, Scooby. See, they're all S names. So that's probably why I got lost. But anyway, anywho, so tonight is, they call it Mercury. We're going to talk astrology for a minute. Okay. And Scuba says he wishes he could go fly for a gauge. Yeah. I know that you guys aren't going, and neither are Angela or Tony. Well, Angela Tony just got a house too. Will Fly says scuba vapes just have to put your foot down and tell Munchkin that you're going, and that's all there is to it. Oh, easy for you to say, Will Fly. Yeah. You tell Munchkin that, Will Fly. You see what she says. Tonight is Mercury retrograde. To pause, reflect, and realign. What does that mean, you ask? Mercury retrograde. Okay, so I looked it up, all right, because this is astrology. The Mercury, the Mercury, the eclipse, not the solar, what do you call it? The solar things you used to make, in school. Yeah, that's, so the Mercury retrograde is a term most commonly used in astrology. I've never heard of it. So referring to periods when the planet Mercury appears to move backward in the sky for Earth's perspective. That's interesting. That's pretty interesting, right? Astrology is pretty interesting. I think it's pretty cool. So it says, this is an optical illusion caused by the relative positions and orbits of Earth and Mercury around the sun. Mercury doesn't actually reverse direction. It's just how it looks to us as Earth overtakes it. So that's pretty interesting, right? And then March 3rd, we're going to have a blood moon. So that's kind of cool, but I can't see any of the Mercury tonight because it's still snowing. We got blowing snow. Yes, it's such a beautiful day when I woke up. The sun was out and everything, and then that changed by the afternoon. And then we had all that lakefront snow, and it's still going. Will Fly says, yeah, keep it on the down low so the professionals don't get jealous. Oh, Munchkin Scuba's going. Oh yeah, okay. I'm reading the chat here. Will, I didn't know you were a comedian. And Will Fly said, yeah, I keep it on the down low so the professionals don't get jealous. You are a comedian, Will Fly. You are a comedian. So yeah, so we kind of learned something about, hi Munchkin, I love ya. I'm sure they appreciate that. You are hilarious, see? See, I knew she'd get a laugh out of that. Yeah, you just tell her you're going to go anyway. And then Scooby would be sleeping in the doghouse, right? Yeah, he'd be in the doghouse. So, all right, let's get the show on the road here, right? I got all the details, and everybody's in the treehouse. So grab some water, whatever your favorite beverages and your snacks and all that, and your favorite what do you call it? Beanbag, right? So I got snacks up there in the treehouse and everything, and I got the little fireplace going because it's kind of cold up here, So I got my notes already because you know what time it is, right? You know what time it is. It is, what do I do every week, everybody? Welcome, come on in. It is new news to me. There you go. There you go. That's my famous new news to me. So, okay, we're going to start out with little oinky here. A South Carolina family doorbell camera caught a neighbor's pig breaking into their home only to be chased out with a broom. And that's really funny because, yeah, he just pushed his way. Those oinkies are pretty strong, as they get bigger or whatever. They're pretty strong. They can run you down. They may be a little short and fat, but they can run you down. And Munchkin said, unfortunately, that will not pay for a rental car. Yeah, I get it, and look at, it's like, yeah, it's expensive. You guys got that wedding coming up. And then Angela and Tony, they just bought a house. So I get it, can't do it all. So anyway, so this made me laugh with the pig pushed his way into the house. I think I told you when I had my farm, my little farm or whatever in Arizona, that we raised a pig, and my husband at the time, I was still working, and my husband at the time stopped by on his lunch. I think he was working for the post office or something. But anyway, somebody gave him a little pig, a little oinky, and the oinky was maybe this big. He was maybe this big, and he was in a box. I remember he was in a box, and I came home. I came home for lunch or whatever, and I look and I hear this noise or whatever, and I think my dog at the time was just like going crazy, and I hear this noise, and I look in the box, and it's a little oinky. And my kids end up naming him Oinky. So as he got bigger, he got like, I wouldn't let him take him to market. And then my husband kept saying, he's getting big, he's destroying things, he needs to go. I mean, not my Oinky, I love him. I used to ride Oinky around the yard. I used to get on him and ride him around the yard. It was pretty funny because he was big enough. He was like 300 pounds, I think. But he used to get in the house. He would follow the kids, the boys, into the house, through the back door, and eat the dog food. He'd see the dog food, sitting out for the dogs. And again, so I would have to chase Oinky out of the house. And I remember the kids had a kiddie pool, and Oinky destroyed the kiddie pool too. They had a tent set up one time in the yard, and he destroyed that. And I guess that was the last straw. Oinky, he was pretty happy with Thanksgiving because he would get all the leftovers and the corn and all that stuff, right? The corn on the cobs, I guess. Yes, the cobs. So pretty funny. I miss that. I miss those days. I really do. So we're going to go on from pigs to Munchkin's favorite topic, the python, because Munchkin likes pythons. She said she likes snakes. She likes pythons. A python in Bali, a massive python was caught on video swimming through the flooded streets of Bali. How much do you think pythons weigh? It's like, oh my God. I hope I never I never get that close to a python. They said that the pythons vary in weight. Small, only weighing ounces. Large constrictors like a Burmese and a reticulated pythons can weigh over 200 pounds, and they can live 20 to 30 years or more, or 40 to 50 years in captivity. Ew. Yeah, 300 pounds. Yeah, it says python can weigh over 200 pounds, and they can live 20 to 30 years. Ooh. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. I hope to never see a snake. Now, when my boys were growing up, my first husband, right, Ryan and Robert's dad, they used to go snake hunting. Yes, they did. And they would come home with snakes in a Home Depot bucket. And of course, the snake wasn't alive, obviously, but they would bring them home, and they would skin they would skin the snakes, right? And keep the snake skin, which is, I told him, don't you even, I used to say, and if Robert was here, he would know, I'd say, don't bring the snake bucket in the house. And that's where I draw the line, okay? I'm like, you boys, keep it out there, okay? Don't bring that in the house. It was like, ugh. So, yeah, they did some crazy stuff. They did crazy stuff. So, then we have a viral video of a bullied baby monkey clinging to a stuffed orangutan toy at a Japanese zoo caused the toy to sell out online, with some appearing on eBay for high prices. So that'd be expensive. Yes. I'm keeping up with the chat. You guys are doing great. I'm so glad you're here. I appreciate my chatters. Yeah, I'd like to see. I don't know how much the stuffed animal. I wonder how much the stuffed animal went for. Probably a lot, right? I forgot to look up that information or whatever, like just to see what it looks like. You know, what the little monkey at the Japanese zoo caused the toy to sell out. I bet it was pretty cute. I'm gonna have to look it up and see what it looks like or whatever. But kind of a cute story, right? This is what I like. I like to tell funny stories. The news to me, just things that happen around the world, right? Another one, Japan unveiled an AI robot monk designed to support the country's shrinking Buddhist clergy. So they put it, now they have AI robots that look like a monk. They bring out there. So evidently they want the Japanese to worship an AI robot monk. So that's really strange. I wouldn't worship that either. I don't blame the Japanese people. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that. So, yeah. So moving right along. So the world's oldest. Okay, how old do you think the world's oldest horse is? What do you think in the chat? How old do you think the world's oldest horse is? What do you think, Cowboy John? John might get this. A Virginia horse was officially certified as the world's oldest at what age? Let's see. John says, book my motel room for me and my wife at Bowling Green, Florida for next week. That's nice, John. That's cool. Good for you. I hope the weather stays good for y'all too. I mean, it would be fun, but I don't do tents and I don't like bugs. So I wouldn't be a very good camper, would I? I don't like bugs and I don't like tents. I'm a glamper. I like my RV, yes. Let's see. John said 52. Scuba said 32. Scuba's the closest. Scuba, you're the closest. I'm waiting to see who else puts in there. Scooby's the closest. He said 32 years. So the actual age is, John says most horses reach about 30-ish. Yeah, this horse was 37 years old. 37 years old. I told you the story that when I had my little farm, we went to this place called Pretty Penny Ranch, and we adopted a horse that was retired, and he was used for kids' classes, children's classes, or whatever. And he was 17 when we got him. And he was 17 years old, and the most gentlest horse ever. He knew all the commands, everything. He was really sweet. He was such a good boy. And then, when it came time to move and do all that stuff, we gave him, we had to sell him to a good home, of course. So he could live out his retirement, right? So I think he was like 21 when he went to his new home to retire and all that. So he'd have, and which was good. I was sad, but I was happy for him. So, I'm sure he's not around. I don't think he'd be around now, because that was like 1980 something or whatever that we got him. Maybe 80. Let's see. Ryan was 2 years old. Robert was 4. So maybe 1980. Yeah, maybe it was 82 or 83 when we just moved in our house. So yeah. So if I wanted a horse that was gentle, that the boys could literally walk underneath him, and nothing would bother him. So I used to ride. Senator was his name. I used to ride him around the yard and stuff, and go up I used to ride him up in the preserves, the mountain preserves, and all that. So it was pretty fun. I miss that. Let's see. Okay, so now enough horsing around. Get a horsing around. I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse, and I'm here every Thursday night, 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification so you don't miss the show. So I don't know if Robert's going to stop by tonight. I sent him the link because, he had a big visit with his brother and Leslie for 3 days. So he's probably pretty tired, because he had to go back to work and all that. So I don't know if he'll stop in the chat and say hi or not. But anywho, okay, have you guys heard of Shopkins? Chopkins. It's a popular little toy. Who's heard of Shopkins? I never heard of Shopkins till now. So I bet Munchkin probably heard of Shopkins. Yes. Bill says no. I bet Munchkin knows of Shopkins. They're really popular. They are actually, it's a toy. Shopkins is a toy. And they are a popular line of tiny collectibles, plastic figurines designed by Moose Toys, featuring faces, names, and themed after everyday grocery store items. Launched in 2014. And I Googled all this as I do, and they sell them in the toy store. You can still buy them today, but people collect them, and they're just little tiny toys. They're just like this big, and you can buy them in bulk or whatever, big packages or whatnot. So they said that, these small toys are often categorized as common, rare, or limited edition, are designed for trading and imaginative clay cover themes from food to fashion. So kind of cool, right? So, when we're talking about toys, I looked up popular collector items in the 1980s. So what do you think were popular collector items in the 1980s? You can put it in the chat if you want, and I'll tell you what they said, because I thought I'd look that up with the collector items, because everybody likes to collect things, because I should go get it. I've got some koala bears. I collect koala bears, but let's see. Beanie Babies. Let me see. I think that was later, but maybe not. That might be later, the Beanie Babies. I remember the Beanie Babies. Yes. Transformer toys. Okay. Yes, that's in the list. I did see Beanie Babies, though. I don't know when they came out. And John said he doesn't. Cowboy says he doesn't know. So we got Cabbage Patch Kids, Transformers, Matchbox, and Hot Wheels. Yes, look at that. I collected whiskey bottles, John said. That's funny. There you go. We got Cabbage Patch Kids, Transformers, He-Man. Remember He-Man? Star Wars, Rubik's Cubes, Garbage Pail Kids, Garbage Pail Kids cards, and cassette tapes. Oh, well, yeah, cassette tapes. We all remember that, right? Yeah, cassette tapes. And Nintendo Neon clothing and vinyl records were also highly sought after, defining the era's nostalgia. 19, and then I go into 1960 collectibles too. Still have Matchbox. Do you? My brothers always got Matchbox cars for Christmas. Let me go grab something really quick, and then I'll show you what. And you guys probably, I'm gonna ask if you guys have any of these collectibles. Molly's right here sleeping. You can see her. Let me go get it. Okay. You see her? She's so cute. You see my Miss Molly? She's all sleepy. She's all sleepy tonight. She's hanging out with me. Okay, so these are this is what I was trying to explain last week. How many do you guys have any the tie toys? These are collectibles, ties. If you go every once in a while, if I go to the thrift store, I find these because I collect koala bears, and it says tie, and tie is a very this is collectible, the tie animals or whatever. So put in the chat if you have tie, any kind of tie toys, animals or whatever, or your wife has it or girlfriend or whatever. So one of these I got at the thrift store. One's a little bit heavier, and Robert bought me a tie. This is it must be this. No, it's this one. It's this one here. This is brand new. Yeah, this one is the one that Robert bought me, right? Very cute, right? Very cute. And then at my thrift store that supports the women's center and all that, I got this one at the Gold Mine thrift store, and $5. $5. And these are collectibles on eBay, or if you put these on eBay, they're probably a lot more money. And I noticed that this is the older one. It's heavier. And this is the one that Robert got me. So see, when you look at the butt, see one, it looks like one's got a bigger butt than the other, right? So let's just say it's a male and female, right? And the male has the bigger butt than the female. That's what I say. See? Scuba says, I think ex-wife kept those. Yeah, so these are fun. These are really fun because I collect, like I said, the koalas and all that. If I brought all my koalas out, I'd probably take up the whole couch, So it's so much more comfortable on my back sitting on this couch too. Let me tell you, I haven't been messing with my boxes too much because my back's just ugh. Okay, so we're gonna move right along. We're still talking collectibles because this is so fun to talk about this stuff before we get to the serious stuff. You know what I'm saying? 1960 collectibles. Okay, name some toys from 1960. I was 5 years old. Yeah, I was 5 years old in 1960. Amazing, right? Amazing. And Mr. Chicken said, I wasn't even born yet. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Molly's like, Mom, you're weird. You're so weird. He's so cute, though. Such a cute little chicken. So we're going to talk about 1960 collectibles, and we have Barbie Dreamhouse and magnets. Oh, I collect magnets. Yes. Oh yeah. Put some things in there that people collect. Yeah, put it in the chat. Yeah, I collect magnets. You already saw my fridge. Yeah, every time I go to San Diego, I pick up a magnet and a hoodie. That was my thing. A hoodie and a magnet. Yes. And now anywhere where I go, ooh, I haven't been drinking, believe me. Anywhere that when I go, like when I went to see lighthouses, I get lighthouse magnets. So I love it. Oh yeah, Flyer Bill. I forgot about those. Erector set. Yes. Yep. I forgot about that. Yes. So we have Barbie Dreamhouse, G.I. Joe. We all know G.I. Joe, right? That was really popular. Hot Wheels, as Will Fly said in the chat. Chatty Cathy. I had a Chatty Cathy, and I had an Easy Bake Oven. I think my brothers maybe got Mr. Potato Head, the game, and then Rock'em Sock'em. I don't know if I remember that. Rock'em Sock'em. And Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Boy, that's scary, right? Because now we have robots. Look at that, right? I bet those are worth a lot of money, the Rock'em Sock'em robots. And Slinky. Remember Slinky? Things that would keep us entertained, right? It's Slinky, the wonderful, wonderful toy. Remember the Slinky going up? They have it going down the steps. Right? Slinky. And then sometimes you just sit there, and I would sit there in the basement, we all be hanging out. You're kind of bored, and you take the Slinky and go like this with the Slinky. Now I want one. You think I wonder if they still sell them. I want to get one. Those are so cool, right? Yeah. What was that toy with the string on it? And you go like this. Remember the string? What was the name of that toy? Nobody plays with those anymore. Do you remember what they're called? The toy on the string or whatever, and you go like this and it rolls back up, and got to help me out here. I'm doing trivia. That one toy that everybody used to play with. What'd they call that? What'd they call it? Yo-yo. Yeah, yo-yo. Yeah, you yo-yo. That's right. Yeah, the yo-yo. Yo-yo. And now people say that when they want to talk to somebody or whatever, right? Yo, what's going on? Right? Who would ever thought? The yo-yo. And they had the yo-yos with the lights on them. Remember that? And John says click-clacks. Yes. Click-clacks, click-clacks, click-clacks. Say that really fast. Click-clacks, click-clacks. That's funny. Yeah, the yo-yos. And they had the yo-yos, with the lights. They would light up. And then they had yo-yo contests, right? Remember that? They would have, people that thought they were really cool with the yo-yos. Yes. So anyway, Chatty Cathy. I had a Chatty Cathy, Easy Bake Oven, a Mr. Potato Head, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, Slinky, and let's not forget Etch-a-Sketch and Tonka trucks, right? So very, very cool. So we went through that. We're getting to the end here. So how old do you think G.I. Joe is? How old do you think G.I. Joe is? Anybody know? How old do you think he is now? Today, G.I. Joe. His birthday was this month. G.I. Joe's birthday, yes. And tell me, if you had a G.I. Joe when you were growing up, did anybody have a G.I. Joe? No, he's not 100. Five is 99 years old? No. I'll say he's younger than me. He's younger than me, so you can do the math. Bill said he had a G.I. Joe. Did you? That is so cool. Remember those army men? You could buy them in a bag. My brothers always got it for Christmas. Remember the army men? They were like this big. It was a bag of army men. And yes. Okay, John. John's the closest. G.I. Joe is actually 62 years old. So I wish I would have saved all my Barbies and everything, Hasbro. introduced the world's first action figure at the New York City Toy Fair in February of 1964. So pretty cool. Originally designed as a 12-inch posable soldier, it has remained a popular brand over 6 decades. Man, that's amazing. So that means I've been alive 6 decades now. Is that what that means? At least he gets to collect Social Security. Yeah, almost. I think you have to be 65 though. So G.I. Joe's not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. But yeah, I'm sure he's retired from the service, right? But he can retire early, right? Yeah, there you go. And then Barbie. How old do you think Barbie is? See, Barbie. Barbie's younger than me. So if that gives you any hint, how old Barbie is, because we know G.I. Joe is 62. Will Fly says, think you can collect it at 62. Yeah, you can. But if you apply for Social Security early before your retirement date, your full retirement date, yeah, you get penalized. Like you won't get as much money as if you retire at full retirement age. But I retired at 65. Okay. I didn't want to wait till I was 75 and retire. Well, you retire at 70, 75, and then you're dead in, 2 years or whatever. Forget that. I made it work. If you wait and keep thinking, can I afford it? Can I afford it? Can I afford to retire? I don't know. Just do it. Get your retirement before the government takes it. So that's why I was happy to retire at 65. I wanted my money, Yes, you can at a reduced rate at 70%. Yeah, pretty much, Bill. Yeah. Social Security is tricky. They are. Because if I chose to go back to work, because I'm 70 now. Holy crap. I would say 67. Yeah. I'm 70 now. So if I went back to work, I could work any hours that I wanted to. But if you retire at 62, that's what it is. Retire at 62, you can only work so many hours a week. Otherwise, you're going to get taxed on it, get penalized on it. So I had a gal that was 75 years. No, was she 70? She was in her 70s. But she was only working like 17 hours a week or something like that. So it's tricky. I know. Social Security is just like... Will Fly says, that'll be when I take it. How old are you, Will Fly? I know I'm older than you. Yes. 3 years to go. Can't wait. Oh, and it goes fast. Let me tell you. Don't blink. Then you're sitting on the couch like me. Then you're 70 years old. Yeah, baby. That's okay. I don't feel like I'm 70. Well, actually, May, right? May, I'll be 71. But I don't feel like I am. I don't feel like I am. It's all up here. It's all in your head. It's all how you take care of yourself too, right? So y'all know this year I'll be sober 4 years already. 4 years, man. 4 years in July. July. Yeah. It'll be 4 years ago that I stopped drinking. So I'm pretty dang proud of myself. I really am. I still have to laugh though, that story at the restaurant, right? Gosh, we laughed about that because I wanted my mock margarita. And he thought that I just didn't like his tequila. And he came up to that table and said, you don't like my tequila? And then we had to say, no, we like the tequila. No, we like it. I just don't want it in my drink tonight. That's all. Yeah. Believe me, I could drink margaritas with the best of them back in the day. But I just like the taste. I like the taste of the lemon lime with, lemon, because of lemon lime and taste in there or whatever, margarita without the tequila in it. Yes. I was never one to do shots of tequila ever. Ugh. Nasty. Yeah, nasty. Who remembers? Okay, we're going to talk drinks here real quick. Who remembers Goldschlager? Goldschlager with the gold specks in it in the bottle. Ooh, that stuff would knock you on your butt. Yeah, Goldschlager. Yes, used to drink that. I told you I could party with the best of them back in the day in my 40s. Karaoke nights, Goldschlager, whatever, Yeah. Oh, the worm. Yeah. Or the worm. Exactly. But I was never a beer drinker. I was never a beer drinker. I liked like my rum and cokes or wine, whatever might be available at the time. But I was never a beer drinker that people put the lime in the beer and all that stuff. I was never one of those. But anyway, it was fun while it lasted, right? But I knew I wanted to stop drinking because I didn't want to end up so many people that I know that just went to their grave from just drinking themselves to the grave or whatever. But that's a whole nother story. So yeah, okay, so we're gonna go on. We were talking about Barbie, and so we said Barbie is 66 years old. Okay, Barbie is 66 years old, and she made her debut March 9th, 1959. So yeah, she's 66 years old. Yeah. So if she married G.I. Joe, that would make her a cougar, right? I wonder if they have cougar dolls now. I wonder if they have cougar dolls. Yeah. I told you when I met my second husband, now he's my ex-husband, my second one, that I was 15 years older than him. So my friends at work, coworkers, used to call me Cougar back in the day. Cougar, the little Asian girl. She always walk up to me. Good morning, Cougar. Funny, so funny. So we're going to move on. We're moving on. Okay. So Kentucky child ordered, I think we told the story a while back, but a Kentucky child ordered 30 cases of Dum Dum lollipops, totaling over 70,000 suckers, using her mother's credit card. So it totaled $4,200 in Dum Dum suckers. So I guess they had like 5 cases that they had to get rid of. Or it says while 8 cases were returned, it would take 243 days to eat all 70,000 lollipops. Holy moly, right? Dum Dums. The Dum Dums now, they're like this big. The tops of the Dum Dums are like this big or whatever. Like this. They don't even make the candy like the same like they used to, the Dum Dums candies. But yeah, I guess she got the mother got refunded from Amazon or whatever. They eventually refunded her money, went back to her card or whatever. So I thought that was really nice. So anywho, okay, here's another one. This is really funny, okay, because you're all going to be like, what is she talking about? So you all know who Cardi B is, right? Cardi B. I don't know if she's a rap singer or what she is or whatever. Cardi B. I think she's really strange, but I thought I'd share this story. because I can't imagine. Nobody saw Cardi B. It's somebody, the Gen Z, they all know who Cardi B is or whatever. I think she's a singer, rap singer. I don't know. But anyway, she had a toilet mishap. Okay. Cardi B revealed that she lost her $13,000 butt piercing down the toilet just 1 month after getting it. Ew. That's all I can say is ew. She lost a butt piercing. That is so disgusting. And I was like, I can't imagine. Who the heck gets a piercing on their butt? Okay. Okay. All right. I got to change it up a little bit, but still keeping it PG. Hey, when that happens, Will Fly said, that's an expensive habit. You start losing your butt piercings down the toilet. That could get pretty expensive. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. I'm just laughing. I had to share that with you. I know. They're like, what is she? Linda's Treehouse. What is she talking about? Butt piercings. No, I just, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies, just the thought of it. But, yeah, it happened. $13,000 right down the toilet. What are you going to do, right? Yeah, Flyer Bill says next. Yeah. Yeah. So, had to share that with you. So, the last but not least, because we got another subject we're going to talk about. So, there was a guy, I think I talked about this a while back. The New York DMV originally rejected a man's vanity plate that said, so type this in the chat. I think we did this before, but I think it's really funny in case somebody missed it. What his license plate said, and he took it to court because he was fighting, the motor vehicle was fighting the government or he was fighting to keep the license plate. And it says capital P, put it in the chat here, capital P, capital B, the number 4, capital W, capital E, capital G, capital O. Okay, type that in the chat. So it says P before we go. That's pretty funny, right? Right? If you say it, capital P, capital B, number 4, WEGO says, yep, P before we go. Yep, P before we go. That's right, Bill. You got it. I think that's funny. I'm like that all the time. We get ready to go anywhere, right? Or let's go. We got to go. Okay, hold on. I got to take a quick pee. Always. Every time. Oh, we got to drive. We got a long drive. I better go pee first. All the time. All right? That's what we do. As you get older or whatever, because when you go on vacation, you have to make those, or I say I have to make a pit stop, right? I need to go make a pit stop. So the only thing I didn't like, sometimes when be traveling and you don't have, I go to rodeos and stuff, and they have those freaking outhouses there. And I think those outhouses are so disgusting. But if there's nowhere else to go, right, you got to go in the outhouse. I used to hate that. So nasty. That's why I loved it when I'm traveling around and bring the RV, right? Just like Will was saying, and Shane was saying that you can use your own bathroom. You don't have to use the porta potties or whatever, whatever they call them. When you're at these places. So, because, yeah, it's kind of like yuck, right? So, last but not least, I wonder, let me see here. What time is it? Okay, so 9:14. All right. So at 9:30, I'm going to bring over the spinny wheel. I'm going to write, I'm going to write, oh, I got to find the stickers. I'm going to write everybody's name on the spinny winnie wheel, and then somebody's going to win a paragliding chalk sticker, which I'll bring it out here as I open the envelope. It's still sealed up because when I was moving, I didn't want them to, and I have other stickers in here too. How many do y'all have a Lindy's Treehouse sticker yet? Who doesn't have a Lindy's Treehouse sticker in the chat? Let me know. Let me know. All right. Oop, I got to put it there. There we go. Who doesn't have a Lindy's Treehouse sticker? So you can have your choice between a Lindy's Treehouse sticker or we have a Will Fly sticker. See, Will Fly still got him. Okay, John said he already has a Lindy's Treehouse sticker. Okay, Firebill says I have them, but I misplaced it. Okay. You see, if I would have known, I would have put this in with your socks or whatever. So I'm going to spin the wheel, and then you have your choice of a paragliding chalk sticker or the Lindy's Treehouse. So, or Will Fly doesn't want his own sticker, but here's the paragliding chalk. There we go. We got paragliding chalk. But Robert's, I'm gonna have more stickers next week. So I'm pretty excited to be giving away some stickers. So we're gonna do that. I gotta grab the spinning wheel because I have to write names on the board. Let's see. Okay, let me get focused here. Let me get focused and grab the spinning wheel and my pen. I'm not very organized, so am I. And the marker pen. Okay, look at get up for a minute. You can look at Miss Molly. Miss Molly's looking. There she is. We grab the pen and the spinny wheel. Let me go get the spinny wheel. Hi, baby. Hi. All right. Y'all saw my pretty girl. She's waking up. Okay, so everybody seems to have a Treehouse sticker. So let's see, maybe Bill can win another sticker. So I'm going to put some names on here for everybody on the spinny winnie wheel, right? I'm going to put it on here. I can open this. Is this the right one? Is this it? Yes. Whiteboard. Oh, I can't. There we go. All right, let's see here. So let's say I can give away the socks or I can give away stickers tonight, whatever you guys want. How's that? Will Fly, Bill H, Cowboy. Who's all still in the chat here? We got, let's see, Scooby. Very sloppy. Munchkin. Maybe Munchkin can win those socks that she likes. Who else we got in here? Let's see. I'm looking here. Who else is still in the chat? Is that it? Did I miss anybody? Put in there if there's anybody. You guys can see the chat names. Anybody else in the chat that I'm missing? We just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people? 5 people? 5 people in the chat. Is Judy still here? Well, Judy's probably just listening. I don't know. Okay, John's here. Okay, we still got Cowboy. Yeah, I got John here. So I will fly Bill H, Cowboy, Scooby, and Munchkin on here. Okay, I got John here on the spinny. I think maybe, I don't know if Judy's Judy, you still here? Are you still in the chat, Judy? My Judy Patootie? Or Kimmy? Anybody in the chat? Anybody still in the chat? All right, we're going to spin it. Who else did I write in here? Somebody else. There's one person in here too. Let me see. Let me look at my book here real quick. Thank you for your patience, everybody. I told you this is not for the faint of heart. Let's see how to look here. Oh, here we go. And let's see. Oh, Cooking in Camp. Is he still here? Is Cooking in Camp still here? Because he stopped by. And I just want to thank all my subscribers too. I really appreciate every one of you. I really do. My subscriber numbers are going up. Super excited. I'm actually on show 87 tonight. I can't wait to get to 100 shows. We can celebrate. As the saying goes, you've come a long way, baby, right? Long way. And I couldn't do it without all my friends. And all my friends, I can't say low places because they're not. My friends, I respect them to the highest. You know what I'm saying? John says the Waltons just came on. John Boy is hard at it tonight. Oh my gosh. Good night, John Boy. I don't know what I did the lid with. I pulled the lid here and I can't find it. Okay, let's get this going here because we got one more subject we're talking about, and then I have a real special announcement after, before we close the show. I have to share with y'all. Pretty excited about. And John said Benson and Hedges commercial that way, baby. Yep, that's right. Yep, that's trivia, isn't it? All right, I'm going to spin it. Let's see what happens here. Okay, everybody, are you ready? I love giving stuff away to my chatters. You guys are the best. And you have to be present to win. So if you're not in the chat and you're just listening, my lurkers out there, then you can't win. And I'm always giving something away, either socks or, yeah, what did I say? Give away socks or stickers, right? So fun. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're ready? Nobody. It's nobody. All right, let's try it again. You ready? And Will Fly wins. Congratulations, Will Fly. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Will Fly, you are the winner, winner, chicken dinner tonight. So, Will Fly, do you have a paraglidingtalk.com sticker? Tell me yes or no if you do. Do you have a paraglidingtalk.com sticker, Will Fly? Will Fly's the winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let me know if you have one. If not, you get another pair of socks. Scuba, Will Fly said, I just won. Is there anyone who hasn't won in a while? Yeah, there is. Do you want me to respin it? That's very nice of you. That's very nice. Are you sure, Will? Because, you know, fair is fair. We spin the wheel, and if you're the lucky one, you win. So, do you have a paragliding chalk sticker? It's up to you. It's up to you. No, who hasn't won in a while? Give it to them. All right, let's spin it again. All right. Will Fly said respin it. That's very nice of you, Will Fly. All right, here we go. Here we go. Actually, Munchkin And Scooby-Doo haven't won anything in a while. Munchkin hasn't won anything in a while either. So let's try this again, okay? All right, here we go. Here we go. And Scooby won. Scooby-Doo, you won. Congratulations, Scooby. Scooby won. Can you see it? Congratulations, Scooby. Scooby, do you have a paragliding talk sticker? I know you already have. Then give it to Munchkin. Okay, then give it to Munchkin. Give it to them. Give it there. Munchkin, guess what? Scooby, you want the socks, or you want me to have give Munchkin the socks? I want Munchkin to get her Betty Boop socks. Yay, I think I do. Okay, bye, John. Thank you. Good night, Cowboy. I appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. All right, Munchkin. Munchkin, you want, because you guys haven't won anything, and I have to move some socks here. Yes. Let me see. Let me look here. See all the socks? And she wanted the Betty Boop socks. I think these are all they should be in here. It's just all the food ones. See, I got them all organized. She wants Betty Boop. Okay, let's find Betty Boop. These are all the food ones. See, I organized all the boxes, everybody. As everybody leaves, they're like, okay, what is she doing? What is she doing? I think I found Betty Boop. I found Betty Boop. There she is. Look at this. Scuba's laughing his ass off. All right. Look at that. You win or winner chicken dinner. This is so fun. Now it's we'll fly to Munchkin because Scooby will count as Christmas present to her. No, I've been wanting to give these to Munchkin for a long time. So, and Scooby, do you want a pair of socks too? I mean, might as well, because you guys left in the chat, and Will Fly and Bill H and Cowboy are getting their socks in the mail on Saturday. So, Scooby, what kind of socks you want? Just tell me, you want the food ones, or do you want the food ones, or you want just the regular cartoon ones? Okay, Scooby says, what do you got? All right. So fun. This is so fun. I know, we got peanuts, right? We got peanut socks, which are the Snoopy socks. If you want the peanuts, we got those. We got cool Snoopy and Woodstock if you like peanuts. And then let me see, what's this one? This is kind of cool. Fast and Furious. That's you, Scooby. Fast and Furious. These are kind of cool. If you like those, Fast and Furious socks. That's you. You're Fast and Furious. Those. And let's see. And then back to the foods ones. So we got a lot of food ones. We got Top Ramen, Eggo. We got the burger. We got Top Ramen. We've got Airheads, Pringles, Funyuns, Funyuns. You want Snoopy? Okay. All right. Okay. That's easy. So, I love it. I love it. I'm having so much fun with this. Okay. So you want Snoopy, this Snoopy, or you want this Snoopy? We got Snoopy with the sunglasses. Snoopy walking. You want Snoopy and Woodstock? That's kind of cute. What do you think? Got that. And see these, the heck, these are all donated from I think the Peanuts ones. The heck, the Peanuts ones were donated from Ryan and Leslie, and you can tell these were packed away. The gray Snoopy socks. Okay, the gray ones. Okay, all right, there we go. There you go. Congratulations. Munchkin and Scooby are going to get some socks in their mailbox here. So, okay. So, let's see what time is it. Okay. So, I'll make sure I get these out to you. I'll just maybe put them in the same envelope, right? And then next week we'll give away some stickers because Robert is going to have a bunch of stickers for everybody. So, so real quick, you know how we wind down the show and everything, right? Congratulations. That was very nice of you, Will Fly, to offer, you know, for somebody to get something because I haven't won in a while. And I love giving stuff away, you know that. And I appreciate everybody donating socks and stickers, you know, for giveaways or whatever. I really appreciate every one of you. It's awesome, and it just makes the show so much more fun, right? With my spinny winnie wheel from Ryan and Leslie, right? Donated this to the show. Bless their heart, right? I have the best son, daughter-in-law ever. Yes, so same envelope. Yes. So let's talk real quick because it came to mind that if you guys can hang out for just a little longer, if you can't, I understand. You know, Ryan, Leslie, they were in, you know, California, and they were in Arizona and stuff, and the altitude was different. You know, like one, they were 8,000 feet up, and then they went to California, so the altitude was really messing with their equilibrium, whatever you call it, you know. Yeah, they had a rough time with that. So I was thinking about like our altitudes in life, right? So I did a little I don't know, a little study on it. And it's kind of interesting about altitudes and life. So your attitude determines your altitude. That's pretty cool, right? So how far you rise in life, your level of success, fulfillment, resilience, or personal growth depends far more on your mindset and outlook than raw talent. A positive, resilient, growth-oriented attitude lifts you higher. It helps you bounce back from setbacks, seize opportunities, build better relationships, and keep moving forward. So the analogy of this also draws from aviation of from mountain climbing or paramotoring, right? And just like planes, nose up attitude angle helps it climb higher. Altitudes, I can't even say it now, altitudes, tilting your mental nose upward, optimism, gratitude, persistence propels to greater heights in careers and relationships, health or personal achievement. So who would have thought, right? that your altitude, there's a lot of altitudes in life, right? It determines your attitude. So you're going to rise up or you're going to go down, right? I would rather rise up. So kind of a cool, comparison, right? So I thought I would just kind of talk about that real quick or whatever about altitudes in life. So I like that your attitude determines your altitude. So how far you rise in life, your level of success, fulfillment, resilience, or personal growth depends far more on your mindset and outlook than raw talent. And so pretty cool. So I thought I would share that. So I read this real quick. Life throws turbulence at everyone, challenges, failures, and storms. What separates people isn't avoiding the turbulence, it's how their attitude navigates it. So thank you, Will Fly. He said, very nice, Linda. Yeah, so life does throw turbulence at us. Believe me, I've been through it, and you're going to have those bumpy roads, and you're going to, look when you guys fly your paramotors, right? You're all nice and chill and smooth, and you're like, man, this is great, because let's say you went flying and like 2 days before, and the air was just butter, right? Smooth as butter, as you all say, smooth as a butter butt. And then maybe a few days later, you're up there and you're like, yeah, this is just like the other day. And then all of a sudden, right, the turbulence hits and you're on your paramotor, and when you're grabbing those risers, right? And you're trying to get control of everything, right? That's just like life, you get in that turbulence and you're like, am I ever going to get out of it? And then you figure it out, right? You get up, you do whatever you got to do and take control of the turbulence instead of the turbulence taking control of you. The turbulence of life, that's what it is. That's what it is, right? So are you going to let the turbulence control you, or are you going to control the turbulence? Because if you're up in the air and you're not controlling that turbulence, you're going to go down fast, right? So just like life, if you don't control these things, the attitudes and all that, you're just going to keep going down. And we don't want to go there. Okay, we don't want to go there. I am all about positivity. Okay, and I didn't used to be like this. Believe me, there's a lot of growth here, a lot of stuff going on. But I have to say, I couldn't have done all this without my Lord and Savior. Okay, can't forget him, because he just pulls me right out of that turbulence. He said, we're going to have none of that today, Miss Linda. And yeah, pretty much. But that's it. So let's see. I had one more closing, and then we're going to call it a night. I have an announcement to make. Really excited. Very, very super excited. I got a hold of Rachel Williamson Blocker. And you know that she is a fitness trainer, right? And she's also a PPG instructor now. And she was my guest. I think in 2024, we had her on the show, Mrs. Rachel. And she's going to be a guest on our show on March 5th. Next Thursday, we are going to have Rachel Williamson Blocker is going to be our guest. I am so super stoked. She is so happy. I just was thinking about her, and I said, hey, you want to come back and do a show and talk to us what y'all been up to? And because now she's a PPG instructor too, and she can tell her story and all that, and I think it'd be really fun. So don't miss it, okay? Don't miss the show next week. Next Thursday night, we have Rachel Williamson Blocker. We all know her. She's a beautiful gal, super cool chick, Yep, super cool chick. And I am super excited to have her back. And she is too. So she said, did you see her wheelchair attachment? No. What, on Rachel? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I know what you're saying. No, I haven't seen that. Oh, for tandems, right? For tandems? Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, let's see. Okay, so that's my big announcement. And so don't forget, Shane has Tuesday night hangout with Shane Will Fly and Nick J. But of course, there's not going to be a show just because he's working on the Fly for Gauge. I don't know if there'll be a show next week on Tuesday or not, but you can find them on Tuesday. And then Lindy's Treehouse, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Friday, Scuba's Hangout, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, tomorrow night, right? So huge thank you to everyone that's turned out tonight. Lindy's Treehouse, your energy and comments make it so much fun. Shout out to my chatters, to my subscribers. I appreciate every one of you. And that's it. I'm not going to read much anymore, I don't think. So take time can't take away anything that has already been given. Your treasures from days gone by are treasures still. Your most precious memories will always be. We learn as we go along that life is not one big, beautiful jewel we can hold or lose in our hand. Each one of us is an hourglass. And in the course of our lives, we get to keep the diamonds that come out way among the passing sands. So there you go. Thank you so much, everybody. You all have a great night. Don't forget, next Thursday night, we're going to have Rachel in the house. And I'm super excited, stoked about that. It's going to be a great show. Thanks for hanging out, Lindy's Treehouse. I'm Paramount USA, and you catch me here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you, chatters and viewers and lurkers. Hit that like button and all that. And I'll see Munchkin and Scooby-Doo tomorrow night, right? So, and I'll get those socks out to you as soon as I can and everything. And me and Molly are just we're gonna call it a day, right? So I love you bunches. Everybody, I super enjoyed this show tonight. And y'all be good to each other, okay? Say your prayers. Jesus loves you. And I will catch y'all later. And Bob Evans Chicken says, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. Yes. He says he's got some chicks he's got to go chase. So, he's busy right now. He's busy. All right. Night, everybody. Love ya. We will see everybody tomorrow night on Scuba Vapes. So fun. Okay. I got to find the end stream. Night, everybody. Love you bunches. Be safe. Okay. We got bunches of snow out there again. It's cold, windy, bleh. So I'll see you later. Night. Molly says night night. Bye. Leaving. Bye-bye. God bless. Love y'all. Good night. Night night.